Welcome in to Behind the Script Day. My name is Emily Grace McCorder, and we are here with Alabama basketball today. We'll jump right in with Houston Mallette. Houston, when you think about the opportunity that you were granted to spend a full off season in this program and get another chance to put on that uniform and play with your team, what did that mean to you?
It means the world. I tell people this all the time. If I have more eligibility, I come back here every single year. It's a blessing to play for this Script Day. I'm a really big soccer fan,
Okay.
like European football. So I'm a huge Manchester United fan, and like in soccer they have this thing called dying for the badge, and it's basically like that badge on your chest or that badge in the left hand side of your jersey. Like that means all the world, and like you'll do anything for that badge, and that's kind of how I translate to playing at Bama. Like that badge, that Script Day, like that means the world to me. So. Coach Oates, the staff, Clark, Amanda, Coach Hen, they got me right. They got me back to being able to play basketball again. And, like learning, like perspective's a big thing, right? Because nowadays, obviously, like with my generation, we want instant gratification. But, delayed gratification can really help you in life. And even though I didn't get what I thought I wanted last year, I got something even better. And I just learned how to grow, how to be better. Like oftentimes when guys transfer here, it's almost like you're a freshman again because we play such a different style of basketball and there's so much being thrown at you. And I was able to like sit on the sideline and like really learn and watch film about how we play. So if I could come back next year, I'll come back next year.
I love that. And I've covered your team, but I've also covered other sports here at Alabama. The common thread is what you said. That Script Day means so much.
Yeah.
Why is that from your perspective?
I think it's the tradition. Like Coach Saban said it, like the standard is Alabama. Like, and I think we see that across the board in our athletic department. Like a lot of times now, like you hear like the term NIL and guys are going to school for NIL. Well, when you come to Bama, you're not coming for like NIL. You're coming to be the best that you can be and you're trying to win championships. Like that's really what we're focused on is championship mentality every day. So I think it's the tradition. Like this town, the fans, the people, they want to win. They're used to winning. Like winning is the standard. So, who doesn't want to be a part of something like that?
Exactly. And I feel like this is definitely going to have been a hype video somewhere. So we should like prepare for that. That was incredible. I have chills. Now, you're a California kid, but you kept up with Alabama football and Nick Saban. What were your earliest impressions of this place?
It was crazy. All I know about Bama is they win. Like, it's like, all right, if Bama doesn't win a national championship, they win. And, growing up in California, Alabama's a long ways away, but I'm the only basketball player in my family. Okay. Aside from my sisters. But, like, all my uncles, my dad, they all played football.
Really?
So, growing up, I played football. Basketball was not my favorite sport growing up. I loved playing football. So, with football, like, you saw the standard, and the standard was Alabama. Like, my dad worked at Cal. He was a deputy AD at UC Berkeley. So, I got to grow up around there a lot. And, like, obviously, I went to a lot of their football games. And now being here, like, I see, like, how big of a difference it is because they had Jared Goff then too, and it was lit. But here is like
another level,
and like you see it kind of transfer, like that Saban personality, that Saban type. Like I see a lot of it in Oates. Like you see that kind of edge, that drive, that will to win, and then you see it across all our other programs as well.
When you made that transfer from Pepperdine to like Tuscaloosa to Alabama, what was that like for you? Was there a big adjustment period, or did you feel like you just kind of jumped right into things?
So let's go back to Pepperdine. Okay. So Pepperdine, the WCC tournament is about a week before all the other season, like the SEC tournament, Big Ten, all that. So it's like a week before. So my coach ended up getting let go that early. Okay. So he got let go right as we're going into the WCC tournament. Fast forward to I hit the portal the day after he went in. I love Coach Romar. He was the man. And Alabama was one of the first schools to call. I come on my visit about a week later. Okay. So I come on my visit, whatever Selection Sunday was, I want to say it was March 18th. And I come on my visit, and when I get here, I'm like, man, this is crazy. Like, I'm in Tuscaloosa. I'd never really heard of Tuscaloosa before from being from California. And when I get here, I'm around the team, I see what Selection Sunday is like. I had never experienced going to the tournament. I'm like, man, this is the place I want to be. So it gets to be a meeting, I just have a meeting with the coaches, later that night on Selection Sunday. And they're showing me the video and about how I can fit in. But what sold me on the place was Coach Ryan Pannone.
Mm-hmm.
He says, my son only owns one NBA jersey, and the only NBA jersey he owns is Garrett Temple. Mm-hmm. And he's like, and I asked him why only Garrett Temple, and he was like, that's who I want my son to be like when he grows up. And Garrett Temple, like, played, I mean, I think he's still playing in the NBA, but he's been in the NBA for a while, but he wasn't in the NBA because of, like, his talent per se. He was in there because, like, he makes his teammates better. He does winning stuff. And he's just a great human being. He treats everybody with the utmost respect. And that's what sold me. That's when I was like, all right, if that's what the coaching staff looks at, this is the place I want to be. And when I got here, obviously I was hurt like the first 4 to 5 months I was here, but I mean, I was bought in. I've been bought in the entire time. I never had any thoughts of leaving this place ever. So
I love to hear that. Mm-hmm. And you mentioned that you were injured and you went through a rehab process here at Alabama, but you still said that last season was your favorite season you ever had. Mm-hmm. Why is that? I've never learned so much. Like I said earlier, like when you get here, you almost feel like you're a freshman again because there's not a lot of schools like Arkansas State. Yeah. Like you see the tree of Alabama, and there's a couple other schools that play like us, but there's nothing really like this place. And like even let's say like basketball doesn't exist. Like us as student athletes, we don't live a real life. Like if I'm being honest with you, like people like serve us all the time, and so I'm like, how can I serve you guys back? That's kind of my mentality. Like, I mean, the treatment I've got, the meetings with Dr. Kane, like the best doctors around the country, like has been like a blessing. It's like, why would you want to leave that place? And it was my favorite season because I got to learn, like I got to grow. Like when you talk about faith, like I had my plan for what I thought last year was going to look like. I had my plan for what it was going to be. And that's not how it went at all. But you know, there's a verse that says, like, on the mount of the Lord, it shall be provided. And, like, with that being said, there was so much provided last year. Like, I learned so much, and I'm so grateful for that. Last year was, like, one of my favorite years of my life. And I wasn't even playing the sport I love in the game. But I just learned. I grew so much. You remind me a lot of Jeremy Bernard from football. You guys have a lot of similarities as I'm sitting down with you. What is it like to have a community of athletes where you guys use this platform for your faith?
Yep. Yeah, no, I mean, faith is the most important thing. Like, Charlie kind of touched on it earlier, listening to him, but we have team Bible study, and I think, I'm on day 20 now of I'm reading the Bible in a year.
Okay, chronologically?
Chronologically.
Yeah, okay.
So I'm in Genesis.
Nice.
I think it was Genesis 23. This is the verse I just provided. So I read it last night, and I'm like, man, this sticks with me. But I'm reading through it, and I'm making sure I'm active in that because, like, as an athlete, everything is performance-based. Like, it's all, like, our livelihood is based off performance. You perform well, you do well.
You'll see the dividends.
Yeah, you'll see the dividends. Correct. So kind of on the contrary to that, faith has nothing to do with performance. There's nothing you can do. There's no thing, no good work, no how great of a person you are that could make God see you as perfect as Jesus. So when you look at Jesus, like, man, that he died for us. Like, and it's been resonating with me more and more the older I get because I'm like, he died for us. Like, that's pretty crazy. Like, he paid the price that he didn't have to pay. He was the only person that didn't have to pay the price. So with that, it's carrying out his message. And like basketball is going to end one day, and I love this sport, but it's more important about how the people I impact. Like that's really all that matters.
I mean, it's crazy how for you, he's giving you these qualities, and your mission gets to be the basketball court.
Yep.
Do you ever sit back and kind of think about that how cool is it that I get to use my God-given ability to ultimately, like you said, basketball ends one day, but I get to use this as my platform to bring others to him? Yeah,
no, I mean, it's a blessing. Like, it's really wild. I'm watching The Chosen right now, and so basically, to give the audience, like The Chosen's like a series about Christ coming to earth, and he's talking, and just like reading the Gospels and then kind of seeing it on display is wild. Like, I'm so blessed because, like, I don't have to pay that price of death that Jesus did. I get to do what God has called me to do, and it's a blessing.
Yeah. Coach Oates said that you're one of the most high character guys on this team in an interview recently. And I'm sure I know the answer to this, but where do those qualities come from?
Oh, yeah. It stems from my faith.
Yep.
And then it also, my parents. Like, so my dad works in college athletics. And, like, when I was younger, I never understood it. But my dad could, like, hold a conversation. And he still can. Like, my dad's the most extroverted person I've ever been around. Like, he can create a conversation with anybody.
Hey, listen, you're doing pretty good, too, right now. I'm going to be honest.
Appreciate it. So just seeing him in kind of that environment, it's been big to me. Like, my dad would spend late nights at work, mostly because he's interacting with others. And, like, yes, he's doing a job. Yes, I'm out here playing basketball, but, like, basketball, what was practice today? 2.5 hours, right? We got here at around 6:30 this morning. So 6:30 to 9 was about, what, an hour and a half, 2.5 hours? And then you have another hour too. So you spend a lot more time not doing basketball things, but you're around this group of people.
Yeah.
And yeah, like that's all that matters at the end of the day. Like, what do your teammates say about you? What do your peers say about you? How do they feel about you? What do they think of you? That's the highest compliment you can ever have.
Looking ahead to this season, what makes you excited about this group of guys that you have?
I'm super excited. It's always a fun year. I see basketball more through like a coach's lens to see how these puzzle pieces can fit together. I was really excited when Barron came back because that threw me off. I did not expect that at all. Yeah, he FaceTimed us so we start summer practice May 28th. He calls us the night of May 28th. We have like a 7 a.m. practice the next day. He calls us at like 10. He's like, man, I'm coming back. Like, I'm back. And so him coming back and just with all the new guys, they all want to win. Like, and I think we have a lot of guys on like the same page of like, okay, we're all still learning. We're all in this trying to get better. And we play a week from today. So we'll get to see kind of how the puzzle pieces, form. And it should be a lot of fun.
When you're at this point in the season, this time of year, like you said, you're getting ready to play. Mentally, where are you at right now? What are you making sure that you're executing, whether it's from a recovery standpoint, physical standpoint, mental standpoint? What's that like?
Yeah. So like Charlie said, I'm making sure I'm solid in my word. That's like my foundation, like the rock. Like that's what I'm founded in. So making sure that's right, number one. Number two, just making sure my preparation is good each and every day. Like, I don't think there's anybody that prepares the way we do for a game, that prepares the way for practice the way we do, like is as intentional with certain things. And so that's the biggest thing. So making sure I'm watching film, making sure I'm kind of scripting, like football has it where they have like a walkthrough room.
Yep.
Making sure I'm kind of going through walkthrough, I'm visualizing things, making sure I'm eating right, getting my correct treatment, getting the right amount of shots, and just having fun overall.
Yeah. Now, one thing about your preparation that I learned when I was making sure I was doing my research to do this, you write down everything.
Yes.
Pen and paper kind of guy, but also you have a whiteboard wall.
Yep.
What was the last thing you wrote down?
The last thing I wrote down, that's a great question. So, actually, my mom and my girlfriend, they got upset with me.
Okay.
So, the last thing I wrote down were some plays. So, I filled up that wall in my house. It's in my guest room. It's like the whole wall's filled up. So basically, I wasn't allowed to write on the wall this time. But yesterday I was scripting like our plays, writing it down, all the actions. It ended up being like 40-some plays. And I just taped them to the other side of the wall. So yeah,
I
but
gotcha.
that's the last thing I have written.
What gave you that idea to do the whiteboard wall?
So Coach Hen, he writes down everything. Like if you ever pay attention to Coach Hen, he's writing down everything. He's writing down in film. And I'm like, comes to me, he's like, man, you should take notes in film. And I had done it previously, but not as consistent. And I'm like, man, if I were to go to class or I were to study for a test, like I would write it. I would take notes.
You write down.
Right? So now it's like, all right, well, my classes are all online and I'm in film for an hour and a half each day. If I want to be better on the court, I might as well start writing it down.
Yeah.
So now it's like, I try and script everything. Like I want to write everything down because I want to take in, I want to learn, I want to grow, I want to look back at my notes and be like, all right, like let's be more intentional about this per se. Like we have this thing called like touch and under. So it's basically you're setting a screen, but your footwork has to be good or else you're not going to get open. So it's like, all right, be more intentional on my setup for a touch and under, like the notes like that. So when I'm writing my notes, I'll write down what my day looks like from the moment I wake up to when I poop before practice. Like
That's strategic. And then after that, I'll write down what I ate for breakfast. Then I'll have this thing I call it film notes, and we go through defense, in the game situations, offense, all that, and I'll kind of like just format it so it's
Yep.
organized. So I know.
What are you looking for this season for you to grow in with your game? What are you developing, focusing on in practice as we lead into the season?
I would say I'm trying to focus on leadership, being a better leader, and figuring out more ways to win. Like, obviously, we talk about the analytics and we shoot a lot of threes here,
Yeah.
but like, what happens if I'm not shooting the ball well or we're not shooting the ball well? How else can we win? So it's making sure, like Coach said after practice day, lose yourself in the game, making sure I'm losing myself in the game and just really just playing my tail off, just trying to get better. I think one thing I've got pretty good at and I'm still trying to improve on is like advantage creative. Like if I can create advantages because like when I'm out there, honestly, what's going through my mind is like, how can I get Biz open? How can I get Trelly open? How can I get Marin and ain't really good downhill? How can I just get them an advantage? Because once they're playing at an advantage and they're like the primary creators, it opens up the whole floor. So that's when I'm on the floor. That's kind of what I'm thinking about.
Houston, I want to wrap with this. You haven't had very many games here at Alabama yet. As you enter your last season of eligibility, what do you want your legacy to be here?
Yeah, my legacy. I want people to know there's nobody that like put in the amount of time that I put in. And like, I don't like, if I'm being honest, I don't care about scoring. I don't really care about like stats. Like, I want to be efficient at what I do, of course, because we preach efficiency, but I just want people to know like I died for the batch. And like, it doesn't matter. I get banged up a little bit. I get up tough. Like that script day, this place, like this staff, everybody here, it means more. You know what I mean? And I will be one to know, like, I was out in the community and I was like a great teammate and just a great person. And I love people. And that's really all that matters. I have a tattoo. It says agape. It's a Greek word. It means like the Father's love. It's unconditional love, basically, and like that God has for us. And that's what I want to be known as. Someone who, obviously, I'm not God, but I have that quality of like agape. I'm loving people unconditionally, and I'm giving my all unconditionally.
Thank you guys for watching. I hope you got to know Houston a little bit more and learn the why behind why he wears that script A. I know I enjoyed it. Make sure you're following Cover Crimson so you don't miss a beat.